Welcome to this quick guide on developing your fundraising plan. This is only a brief introduction, but we hope it will help you to begin. You can download a transcript from the GCVS website. This video is for any voluntary group or community organisation in Glasgow where the relevant fundraising expertise is not otherwise available. This is only one of the ways GCVS can support the development of your group. We provide a range of other resources, training sessions, and one-to-one support. So, when developing your fundraising plan, you should conduct a fundraising audit. It's a good idea to think more strategically about income generation. Take time away from your usual activities and go through a fundraising audit at least once a year. Before you begin, make sure you know where you're going as an organisation and what lies ahead for you. Without a long-term strategy, say for the next 3 or 5 years, it's impossible to develop a fundraising plan. Your goal should be to generate enough income to sustain your activities into the future. The fundraising audit asks 3 simple questions. Where are we now with our fundraising? Where do we want to be? And how are we going to get there? So let's begin by looking at your current fundraising position. You should gather key information and data. For example, where does your funding come from and how much do you receive from each type of fundraising activity? What is your largest source of income? If you rely mostly on grant funding or another type of income more than any other, think about the potential risk if this should end. Calculate the total cost of your fundraising activities and consider the amount of time and effort involved. Try to understand why some types of fundraising work better for you than others. Make a note of everything you can call upon to help with income generation. For example, evidence that shows the difference you're making, personal stories or case studies, your donor records, or the fundraising skills in your team. Perhaps you have great facilities, equipment, or external contacts and community support. Then identify the internal and external factors that affect your fundraising, and think about your fundraising strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By the end of this stage, you should have a good understanding of your current position. Make sure you record all the key points before you go on to the next stage. Your organization's long-term strategic plan is essential here. Use it to note how much funding you will need, what for, and when. Fundraising takes time, so plan at least 6 months ahead for specific campaigns or much longer for your core costs. You should aim for a fundraising plan that will generate sustainable, unrestricted income for your organization. Therefore, you might need to reduce your reliance on grant funding, promote individual giving, explore ways to earn your income, or add other types of fundraising into your plan. In our changing world, you simply can't afford to stay still, so embrace change and be willing to explore new fundraising opportunities. What matters to you as an organization? All your fundraising should align with your ethical values and be appropriate for your supporters and target audience. This might disqualify some fundraising methods from your plan. Remember that without your donors and funders, you can do absolutely nothing at all. So think about how you can make your relationship with them even better. Your fundraising plan should have a huge focus on thanking and engaging your donors. Help them to feel really valued and included, and keep them up to date about the difference their support is making. Consider the time and resources you'll need to do this well. And also think about how you plan to engage new audiences and the resources you'll need for this. Before we go on to the final stage, let's take a quick look at your general approach to fundraising. When you think about it, most of us make a donation because we believe it will make a difference. Many of your existing supporters are on board because they care about your cause and want to help. Therefore, telling individual people or grant makers or corporate donors or any other supporters about the difference their donation or funding would make is vital for successful fundraising. You should include this as a key factor in your fundraising plan. It's important that your main fundraising focus is not about finding enough money to keep your organisation going. In fact, it's not really about yourselves at all. It has everything to do with the difference all your activities or services are making. Your organisation only exists to make this difference happen. So everyone in your group should be fully engaged as fundraising ambassadors. Inspire them to get involved, make time to share with each other, and celebrate success. A good fundraising plan will help you all to keep on making a difference well into the future. A case for support is a really useful tool for many types of fundraising. This should be a compelling and concise statement to encourage people or funders to support you. It should answer 3 questions. What is the need for your work? What will you do to address that need? And what difference will your activities make? It's important to use everyday language, be honest and real. You can then convert your case for support statement into a fundraising ask. So, on to our final question in our audit. How are we going to get there? Every fundraising plan is unique, but there are some common elements. Make sure you have a clear fundraising ask that's based on your case for support statement. Make it obvious that you need funding and explain the difference it would make. You should aim to have a mix of fundraising methods in your plan and choose those types that have the best fit for your work. Perhaps you could promote individual giving or introduce membership fees. You might apply to grant makers, look for corporate donors, or hold community fundraising events. Most charities in Scotland today earn the majority of their income through contracts, sales, or social enterprise, so this might be something to consider. There's lots of methods to choose, but if you're starting out, aim to do just a few things really well. Make it easy for individual supporters to give. For example, add a donate button to your website or social media site, or find other ways to help supporters contact you quickly and easily. Set some written fundraising objectives that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So here's an example. By summer next year, we will raise £2,000 of unrestricted funding through a new digital individual giving campaign using a budget of £350. Remember, there's always a cost associated with every fundraising activity, so include an appropriate fundraising budget. And great fundraising is closely linked with great communications. Messages that focus on the difference you're making are extremely powerful and effective tools for fundraising. Whatever fundraising methods you choose to include in your plan, all your fundraising should be legal, open, honest, and respectful. You'll find practical guidance for all types of fundraising in the Code of Fundraising Practice. The Chartered Institute of Fundraising also provides lots of helpful advice. Active networking and sharing with other voluntary organisations can really boost your fundraising. You can find information about networks in Glasgow from the GCVS website. And we offer a wide range of fundraising resources, training, and one-to-one support free of charge. If you are a group in Glasgow and need further help to develop your fundraising plan, GCVS provides a free 2-hour training course on this topic on various dates throughout the year. To book your place, visit the Training and Events page on our website. We also offer regular one-to-one funding support surgeries where you can talk to us about your funding needs. To book your free appointment, please get in touch. GCVS offers a comprehensive range of other services to help third sector organisations in Glasgow to flourish. They include development support on various topics and also HR advice, payroll and financial services. GCVS members have exclusive access to packages of support, and you can find lots of information and resources from our website. Please contact us if you would like any more information about the difference we can make to your organisation. We wish you every success with your fundraising. Thank you for watching.